2, 1, let's go. Hello everyone, we are live inside Somnium space. Web parcel, yeah, hey, let's do it. Okay, small training, let's stretch us a little bit. Everybody, let's use this emoji. Exactly, let's show me your all right. Hey, George, you're dancing already. Wait a second. After party didn't start yet. And you're ready. I can see it. All right, cool. So I see you can cheer up. Now let's try one more to make sure that you're absolutely ready. Let's do clapping. All right, let's do clapping. Are we ready to clap? Yes. Okay, we are ready officially. Fantastic. So welcome to another pre-launch party, let's call it like this, for the Wunderverse gathering in Germany, which is a physical one, but we are today virtually gathered on the parcel, which is devoted to that, which is an amazing parcel, by the way. And we're right next to the bar with this beautiful lady and the beer. And we are going to have a chat with several artists, and we will have some live presentations on the screen. We'll have an after party and some dancing. So lots of stuff is going to be happening. And just a quick note, on the bottom left you have text chat in case you don't want to use the mic, or you just don't have a mic, and you want to ask the question, or you don't want to interrupt someone. Please use the chat. We are reading the questions there, and I'll read them out loud and ask them to our artists. So let's check how well you can use the chat. So say hi in the chat, everybody. Let's do it. Let's type in hi. Hi. Right. Yeah. Cool. So we can use the chat. We can cheer up. We can use the chat. We're getting there, everybody. That's awesome. Cool. So another feature which you might want to use is on the top right. There is a webcam, and if you check the webcam, if you click on it, the avatar hat will become a TV, like Nature Warp just did, and we will see you. Yes, fantastic. Amazing. So you can use this feature to make sure that people can see you in real time while you talk. And of course, I would like to ask you to keep your mics muted when you're not speaking, just to make sure that we're not having any echoes and other artificial sounds. So that being said, welcome to another beautiful event. Happy to see you all here. What a crowd. And as far as I can see from the schedule, the first person who will tell us about their art and the journey would be the Bonner Police. I don't know, George, if you want to say a few words, or we just dive into the story right away.
Let's dive in it, I'd say. I'm pretty stoked.
All right. Bonner Police, how do you feel? Do you have mic working? Everything is fine? Are you there? Let us know. Let me wave at you. Maybe you... Hello. Maybe AFK. Can someone message Bonner Police?
He was there a second ago, yeah.
All right. Wait. Let's do it. Talk to me. Okay, turning my mic on, taking a second. All right. All good. If somehow you turn mic on and you don't see yourself talking, in the options menu on the top right, you can press change mic, and then you can select the correct microphone or the one you want to use. That's also a possibility. And meanwhile, hello to homies, Oli, Pax, who else do I see here in the crowd from our everyday users? And hello everyone, hello to the newcomers who are here for the first time. I hope you are enjoying it. So how do we look like, Monopolis? Is that working? or not yet? Doesn't seem like. So let's go get a beer. Hello, hi. Can I have a beer? Hello. I'll take a beer. You know what? Give me a Coke. I'll drink a Coke with ice. Thank you.
Gin tonic, please.
All right, one gin tonic, one Coke. Okay, that's awesome. By the way, one note: the audio in Somnium here in Somnium Web is spatial, so that means that when you rotate the view of the camera, the sound follows as as if you were standing and changing the field of view. So the sound will change direction, and if you scroll out too much, so zoom out too much, you might lose the sound, because when you go too far away from the person, you stop hearing the person, like in real life. Okay, I see.
Are you able to hear me now?
We can hear you now. You're
Okay.
2 times here. That's amazing. So
Oh, really?
That's what I call a double.
I had to refresh my browser. I think the heat might be causing things to maybe lag a little bit.
All right, cool. But it's good that you're here. So welcome and
Yes.
and thank you. And I guess let's dive into it. Maybe tell us about yourself a little bit, about the art, and we'll take it from there.
All right, sounds good. First off, thank you so much for having me, and thank you to Monica for asking me to be a part, and just really excited to get to be involved with this stuff. My name is Jacob, but my artist name is Bone Police. I'm primarily a musician, but for really since I entered the NFT space, I've been trying to stretch myself as a visual artist and learn how to do things like animations, pretty simple right now, and learning how to just get better at drawing and doodling. So as far as the visual side, I feel like where any of my pieces are now is just you get to see me developing a process as something that I haven't really ever taken myself seriously enough to invest in. But then the other side of it is that you also get a musical expression, which I feel a lot more confident and versed in through my own experience professionally. And for this piece, I wrote a beat and just kind of put a pretty heavy flange on it and an affected tone so that it felt like it was kind of warping through it to kind of capture in the animation what just to me is kind of a little bit of shock at what was kind of in a way like the absurdity of getting to participate in stuff like this is what was kind of the inspiration for the piece. Is a year ago, if somebody would have said I was going to be a part of art display in VR in Somnium spaces, I wouldn't have understood what most of that was. And now here I am and I get to participate, and it's just kind of a little bit taken aback, but also really excited and trying just to lean into these spaces that are maybe a little bit uncomfortable with doing visual art still, because I'm not used to sharing it outside of for holidays. I try and draw little animals for my fiance, but that's about the extent of shared illustration that I give. So this is just a bit of me stretching. So yeah.
Nice, awesome. All right. And by the way, if anyone from audience has a question, either come closer and ask the question, or just type it into the chat. We're monitoring the chat, so don't be shy.
I'd love to know what the live set is going to be about later on.
Yeah, so I'm going to perform a handful of original songs. I really only have a handful for Bone Police. I was in a previous project until about, I guess it's been about 4 years now, and then I had about a year off before I started writing music for this, and didn't really get going very seriously until the pandemic. So a lot of these songs are fairly recent or within the last year. Yeah, just going to play a handful of tracks that I wrote. I'm going to just do a vocal performance with the instrumentals that I produced. And then if I run a little short, I might throw in a cover or two, seeing how we do on time.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Can't wait. This is fantastic. All right. And in terms of you being an NFT in NFT space in general, how do you find generally the NFT space? How do you see it evolving? Uh, and your general thoughts about the status quo right now?
Yeah, I think that it's more developed in the visual arts right now sense than music, but I think that we're starting to catch up on the music side of things. I think it's just a little bit earlier. To me, there are just a handful of things that kind of really sold me on it when I first finding out. The big is that the royalty aspect. I think that is life changing for a lot of artists that traditionally, they only have their first sale, and a lot of times when you're selling your artwork, it's because you need money, not necessarily because you can wait on it and get the proper value. So I think that this kind of helps combat that, both in the long-term sense and short-term sense of what artists need. I like the ability to have authenticated authentifiable digital assets, because I think that monetizing our contributions to culture, hopefully through more soon-to-be Web3 and social media profiles. I think that having that where we can monetize our contributions to our social culture is the next big move. And that's how I kind of see NFTs, is we reward each other for what we contribute to each other's lives. And this gives the opportunity for that to be something that who did it, instead of people stealing other people's content, which I know the IP issues are still something that need to be figured out. But, that's part of the process of anything new. But I'm really excited about it. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity for us to grow and learn how to do things in exciting ways, as well as to just create more streams of monetization for the arts and eventually other forms of commerce. But I'm more concerned with the arts.
Yeah, absolutely. I think NFTs, many people think it's hype and stuff in art, it's hype, and probably some parts are, but what I like about digital NFTs and why I think they're getting popular is because suddenly people got a reason to collect digital images and art, and not being afraid that they will lose its originality, its authenticity, right? Because before that you could have pictures and photos, and yes, some of them are very famous and stuff, but generally speaking, the uniqueness and provable uniqueness was missing. And now kind of there is a reason for people, there is another reason for people to collect something digitally and have a proof of origin and authenticity, which is why I think it's getting popular, and which is why people are becoming collectors, even though they're never thought about themselves as collectors. Like myself, for example, I'm a small collector, but still I collect some images and some NFTs because I just like them, and I've never been into art, and now I am a small collector, which is fantastic. All right, so by the way, hello to everyone who is watching our live stream. There are quite a lot of you. And also hi to everyone who are coming to this parcel, which is amazing. And we are live. So if you want to join us and you don't want to only watch, but you want to join the action and do this, you can. Just click the link in the live stream and you will be from any device. It could be mobile, it could be anything, and you will be just right away here with us making these amazing moves. All right. So, all right. Do you have any questions? Anyone more has the question to Bonner, please? Let us know. And otherwise we'll move. Okay, Gemini.
I have one. I just wanted to say, what do you see the future in what you're doing? Where is it going to take you?
I was just talking to my fiance about this, that I kind of am hoping that the way that we can kind of, at least for me, lay a groundwork for hopefully others to follow too, is using performances in these spaces that you can do from your home and using NFTs that you can monetize in ways that we can't traditionally with merch. And then utilizing that for obviously first to sustain your own life, but also to be able to reward in real world and online events to your audience, which I don't think is something that previously you could, because the live stuff had to be where you found your monetization. So I think that this allows for that to be more of an event and something you can invest more resources into, because your monetization for your artistry can come in a I don't want to say cheap, but a less costly manner.
Fantastic. Thank you for the question and for the answer. All right. Unless we don't have any other question, we'll be moving inside this building towards the big screen for the visual presentation of Amanda. So let's go inside. Follow me. Follow the tongue. All right. Here we go. Here we are. All right. And here is the tip for all of you. Let's wait until everybody will gather. So in order to see this screen, you should click on the web browser and then click View in World. And once you do that, we will see a presentation live on YouTube. What an amazing, feels like a 21st century here, I must say. All right, so Amanda, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours, and we are ready to dive in.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Perfect.
loud and clear.
Good. So, hello.
Hi.
My name is Amanda, and I am Brazilian, but I'm living in Berlin for almost a year now. And I think I want to talk a bit about me first. And I think that I can start by saying that art was a constant in my life. Since I was a kid, I was always looking for a way to express myself. And I think that I tried every kind of art already. When I was little, I started to play guitar, and eventually I get tired of it. But I have a picture of that. It appears in a moment. Here, this is me and my father.
Awesome.
And then when I was 15, I started to dance. And I did it professionally in Brazil for 5 years. But with the pandemic, I had to stop because I couldn't go to festivals, I couldn't do my classes, and I couldn't go to do the shows. And I saw myself in a situation where I couldn't do what I love and needed the most, which is art. And that was the moment when I started to draw. And these are some of my first drawings. And this, any moment, yeah, it's my progression of face drawing. Since the first one I did, something in the middle, and one of the last that I did.
Nice.
And thank you. And I can say that I never felt more complete in my life. I think I can say that drawing, painting, illustrating is my kind of art. And that's why I'm so happy to be here talking with you today. A bit nervous, but super happy. Because I'm doing one of the things that I like the most, which is talking about art. And what I wanted to really talk about with you about today is the process of these two paintings here. This one that I did for the Wildverse project. And I must say that when Leonardo invited me to participate, I was super excited, of course. But at the same time, I was anxious and afraid because I was in the middle of an artistic crisis. I didn't like anything I was producing at the time. I felt like somehow I was losing my capacity to do art. And I know that's a bit crazy, but I think that as an artist, you all will understand what I'm talking about. We all have those moments of confusion where we feel a bit lost. So to be free of this crisis, I decided to stop everything I was doing and ask myself three important questions. And this is what I wanted to talk about today. The first question was, here, what is art? And yeah, I know this is one of who we are, where we are going, who came first kind of question. We could be here talking about that for hours and hours, and I know we all like that. But I only have a few minutes, so I will try to give you my answer in the most simple and summed up way I can, using just one word, and that word is communication. Tolstoy had a great sentence where he also tries to sum up what art is, and he says that art is not a handcraft, it's the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. And I completely agree with him, because I believe that the only way we know to express and explain our feelings is through art. For example, how would you explain what happiness is? It's not so easy. I tried to Google that. Let's see. So, here. I Google it, and Google say that happiness is an emotion state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. More feelings. Great. I don't know about you, but this explanation didn't really work for me. What I would probably do if I wanted to explain what happiness is to show you, for example, some musics that make me feel happy. Like this one, for example. Or if I wanted to explain to you how it is to feel lonely, I will probably show you some paintings that make me feel lonely. But I wonder if you had ever that sensation that you don't know exactly what you're feeling. Like you feel sad, but it's not exactly sadness. Or you feel angry, but it's not exactly anger. A better example for that is, what would you say if I asked you to explain to me how you feel when you see a work of art? Can you describe to me how you felt when you saw Mona Lisa for the first time? Or can you name the feeling you had when you listened to your favorite song for the first time? I can't. And this bothered me for a long time, this inability to say what I'm feeling. Until one day, I was using my Instagram, and this sentence appears to me. This one. We have art in order not to die of the truth. And that's it. That was exactly how I felt. Nietzsche understands me. And suddenly, after reading this small sentence, the confusion that I had in my mind transformed into something else. Even though I couldn't name my feeling, another artist did it for me. And that's every artist's superpower, to communicate feelings. And that brings us to the second question. Any moment. Here, what is art's purpose? And yeah, I know that this is another complicated question, but I'll try to do the same thing and answer it with just one word, which is instigate. Did you know that every time that you see a film that makes you feel sad, or happy, or angry, you can always ask yourself, why? Or why did this painting, this one, make you feel so uncomfortable when you look at it? Or why did the word love come to your mind when you saw this sculpture? For me, the main purpose of art is to give you the opportunity to discover more about the world around you, but mostly about yourself. And of course, this is not a rule. You can always appreciate art just because you like it, with no special reason for that. For example, you can listen to a song just because it makes you feel like dancing. Or you can like a painting just because you think it will look nice hanging on your wall. And this is every art's superpowers. It gives you the opportunity to question yourself and the world around you without necessarily asking you to do that. And obviously, all of this is valid for us, artists, as well, because all artists are, at the same time, spectators of their own art. And that brings us to the last and most important question. How do I become a better artist? Well, this is my answer. If art communicates emotions and if art allows us to discover more about what we are feeling, the only way for me to be a better artist is to open my eyes and don't be afraid to look inside of me. Is to be totally true about my emotions. And even if I can name what I'm feeling, I will always be able to draw it. I will always be able to make art of it, because that's what an artist does. And this was and still is my creation process. I like to question myself all the time about everything, and I don't really care if I'm going to find the right answer to all of my questions. The most important thing here is the process of thinking, imagination, because everything is possible if you have imagination. And to finally finish my talk, I would like to invite you to question yourself more. And you can start by answering the same 3 questions I did here. What is art for you? What do you think its art purpose? And how can you become a better artist? And please, if you want, you can contact me on my social media and answer me that questions or talk about anything else. That's it. Thank you so much.
All right, give a cheer up, everybody, to
All
Amanda.
right,
Thank
awesome.
you very much. That was amazing. Woo. Great
Thank you.
Great questions, great presentation, and I love and hate this kind of presentations because it's like on one hand it gives some answers, on the other hand you're like, oh my god, I have no idea, now I have more questions to answer, so
that was my point, to make your question.
Very well done. So thank you very
much.
Thank
you so much.
Questions to okay, user 626100 says wants to buy more Somnium. I cannot hold your urge. Listen to your heart, like Roxette sings. But what is, if anyone has a question to Amanda, please write now or speak now or never again. I have a question while others are thinking. Okay, you said you moved from Brazil to Germany, right? To Berlin.
Yes.
It sounds easy, but I know, I had moved myself in several countries, that it's never easy. How, maybe you describe a little bit about the process. How did you move? How did you decide to move? And how was it in general? How did you accommodate in Germany and things like that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I decided to come to Germany with my boyfriend. He works here. And I spent I think 5 months waiting for be able to come here because of the pandemic. And it was a situation, a very complicated situation, because I didn't know what would happen if I would be able to come to Germany. And I stayed in Brazil for 5 months, just waiting. And that was the moment that I started to feeling the need of doing something new. And that was when I started learning how to draw. And but in the end, everything works well, and I'm here now.
Awesome.
And it's been really, really cool. I'm loving the country. I'm learning German right now because I really want to stay here.
Good?
I think it's sehr gut. Danke.
All right. Any other questions here?
Here on the audience.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, Amanda, I was wondering, why do you think NFTs are important, and why do you think they're becoming more popular?
That's a great question. And I think NFTs are very important because we are living in a more virtual world right now. And I think this allows art to gain more space. And this opened a lot of doors for a lot of artists as well, and of course, collectors. And I think the future of art is something like virtual art. I don't think. Um, Sorry for my English, but physical arts. I don't think they. Of course, they will always have a place, but I think virtual arts will be the future because it's more ecological and it's more easy to have access to. Like here, we are doing this right now, for example.
Yeah, this is true. It opens more doors and it limits the creativity less. It doesn't
Exactly.
limit the creativity, so you can be more creative. And it democratizes the access to for artists to express themselves. I think that's just my small 2 cents.
Yeah,
I have another
exactly.
question. Since you came from performance and dancing arts, do you have any plans to perform in VR in the future?
This is a great question. I don't know. Maybe I still want to do something relation with dance, but I'm still thinking and how to do that. I don't really know how
I
to do
can
that
tell
right
you
now.
exactly how you can do it.
Oh, tell me.
You're at the right place at the right time. So what you're experiencing today, which is Somnium Web, is just one small part of Somnium Space. I don't know if you did research. If not, definitely come to our Discord, which is discord.gg/Somnium Space. I'll type it into the chat. And Somnium has a much deeper part, which is Somnium Virtual Reality Platform, where there's a huge world and people meet there in virtual reality, and we support full body tracking, so you can dance in VR and it tracks your body movements one to one. So you'll be standing
Whoa.
in your room and you can do virtual performances live in VR for other people, and everybody will be watching it live and see it live and see exactly all your moves. And the whole setup to do that is actually not that expensive. So we're talking about if you don't have any PC and you need a VR headset, it's around about $2,000 plus minus. But then you have a full professional setup to make full body tracking performances in the NFT world of Somnium. So definitely join our Discord, talk to us about that, and maybe come one day. Fantastic. All right. Oh, you can of course press the button here. Okay, let's everybody. On 3, 2, 1, we press the dance button. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Woo!
All right, that's cool. Great. So, unless there is no more questions, we would move to the next speaker, which is, let me check the schedule. Gemini Rising Media, right?
Me.
You. All right. Wait. No. Like this. You.
Me.
All right. Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
Are we?
Thank you.
You are not having any presentation, right? You will just be speaking.
Well, I mean, you could go upstairs. It doesn't really matter. I can't seem to stop dancing.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't know
go
what's
to the
going on.
Yeah,
first
that's
floor of the
that's when you
exhibition.
have a good mood. Nobody can.
Okay, so we're going to the first floor.
Yeah,
Let's go to
perfect.
the first floor.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right. Let's go here. that it? Are we looking here? Are we correctly here?
Green Buddha.
Sorry, what did you say, George?
The one on the left is called, I think, Three Faces, and the one on the right, the Green Buddha.
Wow. Yeah, I can see. Wow, it's very nice. All right.
Now we need Gemini.
That's true. Let me see. Come to us. But let me wave. Let me wave. Wait. All right. How you doing, everybody? And meanwhile, while we're waiting, show me how you're doing. All right, doing great. I love to see that and hear that. All right, did you find Gemini?
Yeah. She's coming. She's coming. She's up the ramp.
Cool. The best as the last. This is always like this. So, all right. Hey.
So it's harder for me to go up the stairs.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, so maybe first of all, before we start, you're echoing a little bit. So if I can ask you while you're not talking, please mute the microphone. Thank you very much, because otherwise we'll be echoing a lot. All right, so thank you. You are our next guest and next speaker. So as always, I would ask you to tell a few words about yourself and what kind of art you do. We of course see your art behind you, which is pretty amazing. But if you can tell a few words about yourself, that would be fantastic.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Gemini Rising. My real name is Krista. I'm probably a lot older than most of you guys. Vandal over there is my son. So he's the one that told me about the NFT space. I
Well done.
been going, I went to art school in the early 80s and I did mostly video art in Toronto. I went to the Ontario College of Art and Design, and I did a lot of video art in the early 80s up to the 90s actually. It was very well received. I was in festivals all over the world. But I never really actually made an income from it, because when my videos got to play in different places in the world, I was, apparently my microphone is, okay, sorry. I was, showing in all these places, and I'd get like 50 Canadian dollars, and that would be it. So I ended up, going into documentary film. I started as an editor, and then I was a director and a producer. And it's funny, Amanda, I have an answer for your question about what is art, because myself and Vandal are making a documentary about the NFT space. And the first question that we ask people in the documentary is, what is art? And we did a promo for that with that actual answer to the question of what is art. And I'm just going to put the link in.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Vandal's going to do that part, so I don't have to do it. And so members of the NFT community, 45 of them answered your question, Amanda. So you can see the answer in the video if you want, from those people at least. Yes, I've been an artist my whole life. In the 2000s, I started working in Second Life, which is also a virtual world, but it's not decentralized. And there were a lot of artists in there, and I started making art in that space as well. I made some videos that were shot in there. I created some pieces, and now I'm here, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to have found this space, because I kind of came full circle from being an artist in the 80s and 90s to working in documentaries, to working in Second Life and doing more documentaries. And now I'm just making art full-time, as well as making this documentary about I Want My NFT is what the documentary is called. And it's basically myself and Vandal's journey through the space and learning about what an NFT is. We kind of wanted to make it so that not just the people in this space, it's not just for the people in this space, it's to showcase this space to the outside world. And it's only geared, it's not like collectibles and things like that. It's about art in the crypto space and how it's changing. To me, it's like a revolution. It's a revolution in the art world that hasn't happened for quite a while. So these two pieces behind me, I minted on Mintbase, which I really like because it's so easy to use and it's so cheap compared to Ethereum. The last time I have an account in known origin, and I minted a piece there, and it cost me $176 to mint. So yeah, so going from that, like most of my stuff is it moves. Most of it's video. These two pieces are actually from photographs that I took that I reworked in the digital space. The one on the one that's called the Green Buddha was a photograph that I took in Kamakura, Japan, of the Buddha there, and I reworked it in the digital space. And I'm happy to say it's been sold. So I made another piece, which is the one on the right, which is basically a self-portrait of myself, but it ends up being kind of like 3 faces. So that was before, when my hair was still red. It's an old photograph. Now I have lighter colored hair.
So it's a historical piece, we can say.
Well, no, that photograph was taken maybe 2 years ago. So I tend to change my hair color a lot. Now it's basically white, blonde, whatever the color it is here. So yeah, I've always worked, like, before. When I was going to school, I started off in photography. Then I went into film and video and sound and performance. Excuse me. I don't think I could do performance anymore because I keep losing my voice all the time, which is what's happening right now. So I think I'm going to stop talking. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, like I said, I feel like I've come full circle. And I really enjoy talking to people in this space, other artists. It's so nice to be surrounded by artists. So that's my spiel. Thank you for listening to me. And the other thing I wanted to say is I find it really amazing that all of you people that do not have English as your first language are so great at speaking English. And I wished I could do that. I mean, German is my second language, but I learned it when I was little, so my vocabulary is very limited, but I find it really amazing that all of you guys that can manage to have a second language or even a third language, which I think Amanda is tackling, is pretty amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you for this speech and presentation. Yeah, Nature Warp says, never knew I'd met Vandal's mom. So awesome. I can only agree. You mentioned Second Life. I mean, I'm in virtual worlds since 1999, and I've been in Second Life for a lot of time. So this is my first question. Like, what did you do in Second Life? How did you find it in terms of, was it interesting for you? And yeah, how do you find today's virtual worlds in comparison to Second Life back in the day?
Well, I have to say that Second Life is still superior to here, and I think it has to do with the fact that it's centralized and not decentralized. I really liked it because I could make things that I could never actually make in the real world, and So my name was Brigitte in Second Life. I did a lot of, they had a Second Life version of Burning Man. So that's how I started. I started going to these things and started making these massive builds. It was really great. I also started a group in Second Life called Drum, where we would play, and I'd love to do that in a decentralized virtual world. I wrote the code. I don't even know how I did this, but we had a group of people that played drums together, and we played it live. And live in the fact that every drum had about, I don't know, up to 20 different loops, and then we would coordinate, and all the loops were syncing together. And so we would play live in Second Life. We would make money there, but like everything that we made and stuff wasn't really owned by us. So I'd love to be able to do that kind of thing again in this kind of space.
So it's a great thing that you actually brought it up. So one thing I want to say is what you're experiencing today is just a part of Somnium Space. This is Somnium Web. This is a web client of Somnium Space where, of course, you can join from any device, mobile phone, PC, anything which has a browser can experience it. But what you don't see is, of course, Somnium Space virtual reality client. And that's where a lot of people from Second Life are experiencing exactly what you're saying. We have live concerts with people dancing with full body tracking in VR on their NFT parcels, in full virtual reality experience with people using the SDK to build anything they like, to script things and to really use them. So I encourage you, if we have a huge Second Life community there, so I encourage you to come to our Discord, talk to people, join the community, because I think you would love what you will see. We had a very similar to Burning Man festival, which George Nature Warp was co-organizing, and we had an amazing experience with live performing artists in VR, wearing headsets, singing live, and we have concerts every week. So definitely explore what Somnium has to offer in virtual reality, because what you're seeing right now is just one small part of it, and this is just a web client, which we all love, but it's not even a full potential thing which is there. So yeah, Second Life, awesome. I was a DJ in Second Life as well in 2004, I think, or 5. So I was rocking the parties.
I guess for me, the only problem that I have with Somnium Space is the fact that I'm a Mac person, and I don't have a PC. So that's sort of my only barrier to coming in here. Do you know if Somnium Space is actually making a client that will work with Mac?
We used to have a client for Mac, but we had to drop it because Mac doesn't support native VR, and it's hard for us to maintain a client and justify time, because we're still a small team, and we are developing really fast for PC VR client. Once Apple will wake up for VR and start supporting VR natively, you bet we'll be there right away. But until then, we're more focusing on, of course, Somnium Web, which we're here today, and on our PC VR client, which has, of course, the most advanced experience out there. But yeah, of course, big shout out to Philip Rosedale. Hadn't talked to him for a couple of months, but definitely Second Life is where a lot of people started, and a lot of people are still there. So a fantastic achievement. Great. Anyone has any question?
I do, yes. First of all, I want to say I'm super happy with the updates that Somnium Web has done recently, the avatars that you can personalize. I love it. Gemini, I want to ask you, for those days where, you feel a little bit stuck and can't find any inspiration, what do you do? Like, how do you motivate yourself to keep going for so many years?
I think because I've been going for so many years, I have a lot of stuff. So I mean, I just started going through my photographs, and that's where these photographs came from, the reworked photographs, and I just have, I don't know, because I just keep, I've always been somebody that makes things. If I'm not, making art, I'm crocheting or gardening or any, like I'm constantly learning jewelry making. I did a whole bunch of time making jewelry, and I just cannot not make things. So I think because I just like to explore new things and learn about new things, that I don't feel like I ever run out of anything to do. I guess that's what I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you for answering. Um, all right. If no one has any more questions, let's first of all give a big round of applause and cheer up for Gemini Rising. Let's go, everybody! Woohoo! Yay! Woo! Fantastic. You're a great crowd. Do you know that? I must say. Okay, wait, don't dance yet. We're having an after party soon. So, okay, let me check the schedule here. And let me see. So, we have another chat with Chromo. Um, Chromo, are you here with us? Yes, you are right in front of me. That's fantastic. What a fancy avatar. Love it. So Chromo, let's do okay, Chromo has audio problems apparently. So Chromo, on the top right in the on the options, if you click and you click change microphone, you can choose the right microphone there. Try to choose the one which suits you best. Okay, he could not hear. That is a very strange. Okay, let's do a test. Clap if you can hear me, everybody. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so the problem is not on the Somnium side. Maybe there is something with Chromo's connection. Yeah, exactly. Reboot the refresh the parcel and come to us if you can't hear.
Maybe meanwhile, everybody can reboot the parcel because I have updated the screen in the bottom floor. So our live event can be screened.
So press refresh. Let's reboot the parcel in 3, 2, 1, and we meet in the bar again. Because why not? All right. We are back. We are back on track. Fantastic. Right where we belong, next to the bar.
Yeah, I must say I had some similar problems before when I muted myself. I couldn't hear everybody, so I had to keep my mic open to hear everybody. But maybe also my Bluetooth headset, I don't know.
Oh, that is very strange, I must admit. But we're actually pushing today a new update for Somnium app, will look even more beautiful soon. And there are some more functionalities are coming, like muting other people microphones so that it amplifies the sound and you can hear and stuff like that. Some great updates are coming today.
I'll go and get the crowd in the first floor at the exhibition. There's still a lot of there.
All right. Okay, let's do some dancing while we're waiting. The dance moves are, I think there's like 6 different dance moves, and they are randomly played when you're pressing the button. So you cannot choose per se the dance move, but you can click through them and then. Yeah, the zombie is amazing. Okay, I see Chromo. So let's hope the audio problem is resolved. In case Chromo still has problems, I guess we can start the after party and maybe move the talk with Chromo to the next event. Chromo, do you hear us? Hello, hello. Please type in the chat if you can hear us.
Hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now, yes.
Yes, great. I'm
Perfect.
glad to be here. The connection is not that good and I delay a lot trying to charge the website again. But I'm here.
All right, fantastic. Let's dive into it. Tell us about yourself.
About myself? Well, why not? Well, thank you for reload everything again and start at the beginning because I get some problems for connection. Well, I'm a painter and a drawer. I fall in the NFTs world in 2017. I'm part of the Dada group from the Crimson Widow collection. I don't know if some of you know about that, but we was working from a long time ago, digital drawing in visual conversations. And then some years ago, all this boom of NFTs bring us to the new level. So now we are here in the middle of all this VR, great. And well, I want to share part of my experience about painting with you. So, well, like if I have to do my introduction about me, I have a lot of time drawing and painting. I study arts at college. I study painting, and then well, I have many years practicing this, and then I put all my strengths in digital drawing, digital illustration, with all the possibilities that can bring. And I'm really glad to know all these new possibilities because I really didn't expect this. When I was trying to change from digital drawing, from analogic drawing to a digital scene, I didn't thought that this will be possible, actually, being a virtual gallery with all of you connected since, well, that's really nice for me. Know that all of you take some time to take a look about the exhibition, and I listened part of the examining the first talks in the main room, and I'm really glad to share the space with people who have same interest that I get. So it's. Can you listen to me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Great. Well, I have a couple of artworks in the second floor, so if you want to take a walk, we can go up.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's.
All right, let's see if everybody else is coming. Where are they? Okay, it looks promising. They're coming. Oh, it's very high here. They're coming. They're coming. I can see them. We're upstairs, everybody.
Yes, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, we can hear you, but we are one level up. Do we need to go down or you go up?
We come up.
Okay.
And
Virtual scripting is coming to Somnium Web, Arthur,
So
for the elevators. The virtual scripting.
Elevators. We support people sport, doing sports. So no elevators for you. Just move, move.
Yes, I think for mobile users could be nice. No, but seriously, no plans for the virtual scripting for Somnium Web?
So for scripted item support, probably. but just a tiny little bit later.
Yeah.
Is this where we're supposed to be, or do we have to go up higher?
I think you have to go.
I think you
higher.
have to go
Oh no,
higher.
we're here.
Oh no, we're here.
We should
No,
be here.
we're here. We should be here.
I would assume.
I would assume.
Works. Wow.
Yeah. This one?
This delay.
Whoa, that hurt.
Other place here, one half down.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Tomo, let's continue.
Hey.
Are we here already? Great.
Yeah, all right.
Great. Well, this is part of my work, my artwork. I have some feedback. I'm not sure if you have
what did you say?
your speakers.
Gemini.
Sort of in between.
Yeah, Gemini, can you mute your microphone?
It's muted. It says it's muted. It's weird.
Try to unmute and mute again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, still.
It's got a line through it.
Arthur, I think that your microphone is open too.
Testing.
All right.
It's still here?
Great.
Oh,
Well, I listened myself twice, so that's not a problem. If you listen to me once.
what about now?
No, this is getting problem.
Maybe if you log back in.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry.
Great. I think we're ready now. It's everyone listen.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay. Can you listen to me? Okay, I will take that like a yes. Great. I can't listen to anything, but that will be fine. That will be great. If you're listening, that will be fine. Well, this is part of my artwork that I put in the exhibition of Wild Burst. In Wild Burst, I put 3 artworks. I make a selection to cover like a personal cycle that I print in these images. This was the first one at the beginning of the pandemic last year. I do this work with lots of reasons because like every other artist, I think that I connect my feelings and all the things that are happening around me and inside of me to represent this in painter and digital drawing. This one, like I told you, I do it last year at the beginning of the pandemic when everything was becoming different, when everything started to change and transform into a different reality, when we weren't able to share like a collective, and we was then we was to take decisions to be by our own. It was a distance that we made between society or collectives and us at the beginning of last year, and that was really heavy for me. So I draw this image thinking in how we like a collective can be broken, can be destroyed, can be separated, but in the same moment that we separate our collective, we start to feel what we have to do to be ourselves in a singular way, not in a collective way. So this is a really representative image for me, because like every other image that I do, it's full of the memories that I get in that moment. And for me, that was really heavy, the transformation on all reality that we know into something different, something scary, sometimes something broken, was like the beginning of my reflection through pandemic. Then I do other draw that it's not in this gallery, but the third one I can show you, if I'm not wrong, it's in the third floor, if we can go for it.
Yeah, sure. I love this one.
Can you listen?
One more up, or is it here?
Yes, I think that it's the next level.
Here?
Yeah.
I don't think it's here.
Oh no, one up, one up.
There it is, the last one of the corner. Some time to check all gallery again. Hi, is a cost.
Yeah, I like this one. This is really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we are, can you listen to me?
Yep.
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
Can you listen to me?
Yeah, perfect. Tell us about it. We're all
Yep,
waiting
can
for
hear
you.
Okay, I guess if we are having a problem here, we could go down for the party. George, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. If Chromo, you have still audio problems, I'd say this is an amazing piece. I would love to know more about it. Maybe you can talk to us in the Discord channel or in Telegram. Just talk about this piece because I really want to know more about it. I love it
Definitely.
from the moment I placed it in the gallery. And yeah, sure. Let's go for Bone Police's live sets. The screen is prepped in the ground floor, so let's go.
Okay, we can jump.
Yeah, we can jump.
Yeah, easier just to jump right off.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, hey, I believe I can fly. Ooh, oh, I end up in the water, Oh, all right. All right, viewing world. Let's bring it on. Okay, the Twitch is not live yet. Okay, Bonopolis, we don't see live Twitch yet, but I guess because you're not live. I'm Captain Obvious, that's my nickname. The floor is yours, Bonopolis. Press on the web browser and press the button View in World, then you will be able to see what's happening on the browser with the live stream. Once the live stream starts, actually, Bonopolis. Let's go.
So do we get to see you still in your underwear, or did you put on clothes?
All right, we can see him now. It's live. Woo-hoo. Let's go. Okay, you can, yeah.
Yes, just getting set up.
Fantastic.
All right.
Is it lagging for you guys? Like, I think his stream is lagging.
Yeah, it's lagging a bit now. It wasn't before with the test. Was everything smooth and good?
Bonopolis,
You're lagging a little bit. So I'm not sure what
Just waiting for
I
myself
can't
to
see
hit
anything except for a
the
spinning
screen here.
thing.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Bone Police, and I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to sing a few songs for you.
Same for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, even when I have switched open the browser, it's still just spinning around for me.
Hey guys, I just opened it in browser and it's working for me in Twitch, but not here.
Thanks so much for hanging out.
Awesome.
Yes, it's working in Twitch.
Sorry.
Nice.
Bravo!
Bravo. Beautiful view, Nate. Let's go, Born Police. Great. Awesome tune.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna do 2 more, and then I'm gonna call it because it's just way too hot in here. But I got that in me. thank you again to everybody for hanging out, and thank you to Wilderverse to having me be able to perform here and have a piece of art. I really appreciate it. It's exciting. Once again, I'm Bone Police. I'm from Seattle, and you can find me online at Bone Police on Twitter and Instagram, or on Audius as well. So thank you again. This last song is called Late Night Study Sesh. Thank you again, everybody. Have a great day.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. And of course, thank you for joining this beautiful event as the party to the Wilderverse event, which will be happening in real life. Can you imagine that? And of course, in virtual worlds, as we had today. So thank you everyone for coming. Let's cheer up all together. Show me your hands. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right. Fantastic. So we'll be finishing this stream. Bomb Police, you absolutely killed it. Amazing performance. What a sound, what a vibe. And thank you to Midbase and everybody else who are organizing, George and everyone who just came in. Was a blast. So we are finishing the stream, and until the next time, see you on the other side of the monitor, everybody.
Ciao, ciao, all.